live. Probably don't need a microphone. There's greetings and salutations. It was raining earlier, but now it's just dripping off the roof. It's soaking wet. Oh, the coyotes. Everything. Jesus. My chicken scratches still. It's kind of scary. Scared about a rat in my face like that. Water everywhere. It's awesome. I ain't complaining. Beats the hell out of a drought. We had like a 90-year drought. Crazy. Okay. Good morning. Another beautiful day. Definitely. And my penmanship is still just as shitty. Oh, thank you to a left coast dance partner. That was like the best actual rest. That stab wound in my back is not nearly so severe. You know, it was probably thought one of many, batshit crazy things I said when I said, we don't need tech. We don't need the texting bullshit. We don't need their tech to communicate. Thank you, Mary. I was babbling on earlier about Russia. Is there some Catholic? Is there some whatever policy going on about the bear? Am I hallucinating? As you said, you're going to take the thermal generator, by the way. Better do that. You talked about going to Moscow and how you felt right home, and yeah, I would imagine. And again, this is my opinion. I think there's evidence corroborating, but that's our in the current geopolitical theater. That's our natural ally. As I said earlier, Russia, and I mean, time again, Putin. I'm no fan, right? I'm no fanboy, but he's at least not going along with the the little new world order agenda. As far as, I mean, just a number of different ways he's not. And I think that's why, they try to pit us against one another. They make him out to be the bad guy. And, I'm not saying he's a good guy. I'm just saying he's, doing right by his people, or a hell of a lot more so than, not saying he's a good guy. Just saying. And not saying that China or that the Chinese people are our enemies, because they're not. They're the people just like you and I. But it's pretty obvious that the Chinese government, that's the model, you know, for this NWO global. And so if they have those two allied, when they're not, they're, actually adversaries, but they pit us against Russia rather than us, because China's the greater threat. And again, I say, that it's not the people, it's the fucking powers that shouldn't be. Because people are people, they're not our enemies anywhere, regardless. But propaganda get us all lathered up, so we want to go fight them, right? And I'm saying that we, in this situation, have a reasoned response and try and put that shit off the pass. Instead of, let them manipulate the masses, we try to, China is a model for what the whole, this global governance, we don't use government anymore, right? That's, everybody's onto that term, and so it's governance, because we play word games. They're selected, and they've got how many does? I mean, it's millions, maybe tens. It's a fucking crazy number of military age males who can't get no nookie, and so they got nothing but just you say sexually frustrated, and that's a time bomb for the Chinese government. And so I say that's why we need to cut this shit off at the pass, because that's a time bomb for the Chinese government. The Chinese people are not our enemy any more than the Russians or the Mexicans or the goddamn Canadians, right? I think we should burn down their Capitol buildings for the. Yeah, just kidding. But it's they're sitting on a fucking time bomb. Their economy is as much in the shit house as ours, if not more so, because they're dependent. You hear all the people, they're all got this burgeoning middle class, and and they can't even compete with which is not good. It's not a comment. Stupid, exceptional Americans. Remember that exceptional defines both ends of the spectrum. Exceptional American consumers, fucking idiots. They can't compete. We're going broke. Our middle class is endangered species, and so they can't. They're as tied to us. All this, like, well, they ain't gonna do shit. What are we gonna do? Tell them go take your debt. How much you? Fuck you. Fuck you. What you wrote in on. They are in no position of, they got no leverage. They got these how many millions of horny military age dudes will burn the fucking government, their little Chinese communist, whatever, People's Republic of bullshit. They will torch that motherfucker unless they can get a war started and send them off to torch someone else's shit. You feel me? As I said, the Chinese people are not our enemy any more than the Russians are. The Russians are our natural ally. And so if they get us to pick out one another, well then, then you got China to marshal the whole fucking thing. Just my opinion, thinking out loud, right? Talking to yourself gets you a better room. But I mean, it just seems because people paying attention to that shit. I've been lecturing with McKenna, my brother from another mother, joined the chorus, brother. And speaking of, I still haven't seen your universal equation, my science geek brother across the pond, and please forgive me, but I don't want to do you disservice by just being half-assed. Anyway, let's see if I can pronounce it right. I'm sure I can butcher it if anyone can. Coincidentia positorum. That's for you, brother. And just something to think about. There's a whole lot. You can punch that in there, and as I said, there'll be a whole bunch. And tell them what you'll find. But science has it's yeah, it's as much a religion as it's as much a belief system as goddamn religion are. What else was there? There wasn't a whole lot. No, the Chen Thomas thing. Fuck, shoot me. I'm so goddamn sick of hearing that motherfucker's name. I'm ready. I mean, fuck, shoot me. That's a limited hangout. This again is my opinion. I'm thinking out loud. I'm not any cycles. Cycles for your homework, Cartman. You see where I keep harping on you. That's like you got one of the most important pieces to the puzzle. Have you got your fucking homework done yet? That's a huge responsibility. And you've proven that you can be quite diligent in your investigatory capacity. And so get on it, because all this fucking horseshit, the vast majority of it goes away. If they're, besides the fact that who even fucking knows they've lied about every goddamn thing. Science. Somebody sent you a few dozen emails to that goddamn dirtbag monster mouthpiece in the mountains. I saw your thing there. You fucking piece of shit. 3 options. I gave you how many chances? You got 3 options. You fucking pissed away how many goddamn opportunities? You fucking piece of shit. Go turn yourself in and start singing, bitch. Or you wait until the whole fucking thing comes out, because it's coming. You can see it unraveling right there. I know you can. In more ways than one. Even as fucking piss ignorant as you are, you can see it. Or you get to me, my shadow. That's all, that's it. At this point, I don't give a fuck what you say. That's your options. You don't get to have this leak con sex cult conference. No, you don't. You don't get to keep fucking with your fucking screeching howling on shit. You can do that from prison. That's your best option. I would be about making that fucking happen, you piece of shit. That's your best option. And really fucking bad. Morning, sweetness. Maybe I'll go to. I have to look. I don't know if it's 6 hours or 8 hours. I can't remember. I got my atlas. I haven't. Do you have an atlas? I have an atlas. Fuck Google. Speaking of Atlas, it's a big trucker's Atlas. How's my brothers and sisters in big trucks? We got all this crazy weather shit going on. You folks, there are too many big trucks anymore. Don't have a CB in them, ain't got no radio. You got your ear on. It's a rubber dog. But it's always handy to have some way, of hearing someone give you a shout up the road to say, wait a fucking minute. Especially with the topsy-turvy weather shit going on. And then, lots of you going to be holed up. Hold up waiting out the storm, right? And so keep your eyes open as this shit continues to unravel. There's going to be, they're your neighbors, right? The we'll say wayward souls are looking for a ride home. And, I said they're your neighbors. They're all of ours today. And be safe. Keep an eye. Because I grew up watching this guy. And hell, back in the 90s when the internet, when it was still made that dial-up shit sounds like a fax machine, right? Most of the kids they have no fucking idea. I was watching the GOES satellites. I could probably go in there if I could get that goddamn old machine to work and get the numbers. It was not a web address, blah blah. It was a bunch of fucking numbers. I was watching them and listening to the Gary England meteorologist, and watching, hearing him give the forecast. He was pretty goddamn good. And, watching what he's watching. And so, I'm no meteorologist, but, Anyway, so I've been watching that shit for all my life, right? And I had a radar on the phone. I tried the story of missing a tornado because it just watching the radar, and instead of going the way I would usually go from up in the Texas Panhandle back into Elk City, I went a long fucking way around all the way. I was just west of the Hunts Meridian, and instead of just hopping back and and I met that tornado. I can't call the name of that little lake, but I can see it for all the goddamn rain and shit. But I met it. It was south of me. It would, like I say, be alert, be safe, and you gotta look out for yourselves and your neighbors out there in the big bucks. What the fuck else was I gonna say here? I was gonna say it's time for a cigarette. My last little the limited hangout with the Adam and Eve story again. We don't. It's our wonderful ladies that were explaining the astrology and astronomy, all this stuff. We're coming into it, and so. That's everything for World War III shit. Not saying that they don't want it to happen. Just saying, what are you going to focus on? Are you going to get all freaked out and bring that to us? Or are you going to take in the information, assess it, and, formulate a reasonable response? And as the wise man said, you prepare for the worst. And, you work toward the best. You don't. You be prepared for bad shit because you know that it can happen. It's just the Boy Scout motto. It's just common sense, for God's sake. But rather than focus on that, be out working toward bringing the best possible outcome. And all this. The thing that makes the most sense to me is the expanding Earth. I'm not saying that the poles aren't shifting, but I'm not saying there aren't cycles. You've heard me say it 1.5 million fucking times. But I'm not, dismissing, debating, disputing any of that shit. I'm just saying, he talks about the plasma universe or electric, whatever you want to call it, right? And so it's a limited hangout, as I said, because that lets some of the cat out of the bag. But then they put all this just terrifying. Oh my fucking goddamn it! It's the end of the world. It's this extinction level event. Holy fucking shit! It's catastrophe. Catastrophe. Not saying there hasn't been, and there won't be. But I mean, to me, it just seems a bit suspect. The timing, when because they know that they're that they're vulnerable. The powers that shouldn't be. This is a time when we can actually have a shot at routing their ass. And so, if we're in a panic, then we have much off our goddamn back. Again, prepare for the worst and work toward the best. Try to bring that. Make that your focus. Not that we're ignoring bad shit, and that's for Mr. Wiggington. I love you, brother, but you got to take a break from shit now and then and get in the group hug, and I don't know, make you some goddamn kind of percussion instrument from the dead limbs that were broken off your trees there, because I know you're cool like that. And put our mind toward healing. We know they don't give a fuck. The system has completely let us are dying by thousands every fucking day. And we keep, just waiting to have a conversation. John bitch, you piece of fucking shit. You fucking piece of shit. You tiny little boy. You ain't even a man, you fucking piece of shit. You could do so much to bring people together and have a conversation. But you're a fucking piece of shit. The caravanners, you let them down most of all, you goddamn piece of shit. But Mr. Wigginton, as I said, the whole fucking system, no one is paying attention. Except for those of us that are paying attention. We don't stop fighting. But we try to focus on helping our brothers and sisters out, our neighbors, who have no lobby. Just that's it's our best bet right now, and it's if you really want to think about it, it's it ain't a bad bet. Still, but having that conversation, John bitch, will bring more people into the frame of mind to work for the solution instead of being part of the goddamn problem. It just amazes me that, like the little brother said, jackals, they fucking sure are. And that's doing this just to jackals. Crazy because I was actually laying in bed listening. Redeeming the world through magic and how to do that, how to go about it. Latin because he's just cool like that. There's a whole lot more that goes with that, but it'll come to you when it clicks. By the way, I used to be a laser. I mean, that's just, how pretty cool is that? I mean, yeah. How freaking cool is that? In the pirate radio, I'm gonna keep harping on you, yeah, because man, a hell of a lot more so than you were. I've seen you grow. You're either growing or you're dying. That's again my opinion, and I think that the science is in on that opinion. In the natural world, there's you're not just hanging out. It's one or the other. And I still contend that those that are purposefully being dumbed down, enslaved, killed. I mean, it's just a slow kill, right? That they deserve a fighting chance. They don't deserve to die just because they haven't been made, programmed to be what. I think they deserve a fighting chance as much as our neighbors in nature. Coincidence? I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. Yeah. Awesome. Anyway, I was taking notes and then I laid down because I've been tired, exhausted. I haven't had a rest worth of fucking days. And again, thank you to my dance partner. So it's actual rest, which is so nice to have a little rest, sleep, and actually have a little healing in the process. Redeeming the world through magic. How to bring that into fruition, how to bring that about. How do we make that happen? I say we're one huge aspect is being the change that you want to see. I say that's a big part of it. And the way you change the world is the world outside your window. You can't change the whole goddamn thing, but you don't have to. It's a fractal universe. And I haven't seen any news as to what all kicked off, when we had our incoming and our link with the coronal hold. I mean, when we got all that shit going on, and oh my god, we got the next 3 days, right? So, keep that group hug up around the Earth frequency. She's a bad member, Gemma, but when I tell you if I piss you off, pray for me. Say a prayer for me. I need all the help I can get, right? I'd say it doesn't hurt. What does it hurt? actually feels kind of good. Like you're part of the solution of being that change.